look at every Clippy prompt. The hosts have a new trend. Write out the name of your own co-host and what it would do. In 10 words or less, convince everyone that poems are bad while adding a rhyme in your response like a poem. Pick any item you find/use daily, then explain why it's the best. The prompt is, what is your favorite length of words to respond in? Your response must have that exact amount of words as chosen in your response. I don't care enough to fix the formatting. Read the prompt. I'm not reading it anymore. The prompt is, write a prompt that no one would like to respond to. What made you get banned from libraries? Ignoring all limitations, come up with a way to travel as impractically as possible. So the 10th Clippy prompt is, in 10 words or less, convince everyone that poems are bad while adding a rhyme in your response like a poem. In 14 words or fewer, how would you make sure you lose the finale? Our 2 contestants submitted 4 responses to the 11th Clippy prompt. In 14 words or fewer, how would you make sure you lose the finale? We got 10 VPR votes per response, which is a season record. Not the highest overall though, as RR 7 had 14.4 and some more episodes had more than I'm too lazy to figure out. Shoutouts go to Northeast Benefactor, Math Guy 37, Pizza Enjoyer, Meaty Pickle, Fly Games, Azure and Orange, Book Cat, Number Gamer, Nobody That You Know Of, and Silly Circus. Now, time for the final results review. These were Northeast Benefactor's responses. Let's review them from bottom to top. Their 4th response was, insult the voters. Those illiterate baboons' fragile egos can't handle criticism. Score gets tanked. This response tells you to insult the voters, as then they will vote you down out of anger. Pretty good idea. Their 3rd response was, Sesreva Asehet Denehreb Mok Yalerab Nakai Depmat Sretov Util Bladaris Nia Stroklab Asnopa Roy Etira, which actually is, write your response backwards. Ruins readability, voters stumped. I can barely comprehend these reverses. This response talks about reversing your response so no one can read it, me included, and also has a pun, which I'm not going to talk about so that I don't get laughed at after getting the pun wrong. Their 2nd response was, copy a previous response. BookBot generates and tests different losing formulas, weaponizing blatant plagiarism. This response references Azure and Orange's winning response in Clippy 1B by using BookBot to find the best way to use. Their 1st response is, alphabetization, barely comprehensible, destroys every factual guess. Ha! I just know language means nothing. This response has every word in it start with the next letter in alphabetical order, which is impressive. It also mentions how alphabetization makes the response less comprehensible. Anyway, on to Pizza Enjoyer. These are Pizza Enjoyer's 4 responses. Like a Northeast Benefactor, we will go from bottom to top, or worst to best. Their 4th response was, attempting to use AI for responses writing, somehow incorrectly drawn hands appear in submissions. This response obviously references that Roblox quote-unquote apology video for the drama that's currently happening there, but whatever, where that was made using AI, and the AI making misdrawn hands. Anyway, Pizza Enjoys 3rd responses, lose by submitting responses with improper punctuation, incorrectly grammatical plus spelling wrongfulness, and incomprehensibility overall. This response talks about using misspellings to get voted down, and like Northeast Benefactor's 3rd response, this one uses misspelling in it too. Their 2nd response is, by killing the host, the finale never commences. Getting ghosted makes everyone lose automatically. This response talks about killing the host so that the finale never happens. Also, this response has a pun for ghosted as in ghosts, and ghosted as in getting ignored. Let's get to Pizza Enjoy's first response. It was, by not following the exact word limit, unlucky number 13 drives perfectionist insane. This response mentions using the unlucky number 13 to lose, along with driving perfectionists insane by making this response 13 words, which is one under the word limit. Anyway, that's all the responses, so let's see the Clippy finale results! Northeast Benefactor gets second and Pizza Enjoyer wins Clippy. Northeast Benefactor has been eliminated at second. Wait, stop the sad music. Anyway, congrats Northeast Benefactor in second place. You started off strong with a 6th place in round 1. That got even better as you won round 2 and ended up becoming first in ours by 3B. You barely made it into the top 5, making it by a super close tiebreaker with Azure and Orange. You are definitely a strong contender for first, although you have been eliminated here. Thank you for competing. And Pizza Enjoyer is the winner of Clippy. You started off with getting 11th in Clippy 1, which was exactly halfway down the results. Despite this, you ended up getting 2nd in Clippy 2 with a very solid performance. You stayed in the middle for a while before getting your first round win in 7B. Your win was partially like mine in RWow, where you didn't stand out that much during most of the rounds before your win. You ended up being able to snatch the win with your response being the only one under the word limit. And lastly, your average season rank is an impressive 1.5 across both seasons. And congrats on your win, Pizza Enjoyer. Well, that's the end of Clippy. Let's see the leaderboard. And here's the full results, with text color-coded to the episode of elimination. And here's the final NR leaderboard. That's all I have to say. Thank you to everyone who voted, responded, commented, or watched Clippy. Will I host a season 3? Maybe.
Smaller cat equals less plastic. Plastic! Tone magazine! I am a banana! Yeah! Warning, that is a small part and This is a children's magic particularly for children. Yeah.
Never say never.
And time.